Hello, welcome to Talk of the Town. I'm Jamie Henderson, your host, and this week I have a guest from the Uptown Shelby Association with us, Taylor Oxtoby. Thank you for being with us, Taylor.
Yes, I'm so excited. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. So Taylor comes for us from the Uptown Shelby Association,
Yes.
and title there is the Community Engagement Coordinator.
Yes,
Is that right?
it is.
And
It's a mouthful.
It is, and that sounds like a lot of work when I think about community engagement. Tell me
Yes.
what does a community engagement do here in Cleveland County?
Yeah, it's a lot of work, but it's a lot of fun. I get to run our social media accounts, so our
Okay.
Instagram and our Facebook,
Uh-huh.
our website, and then also working with the local businesses to help promote their events, what they do, what they're passionate about, and then of course we have our own events, so the Santa House, the Christmas market, all of that good stuff.
Oh, I just love seeing all those events
Yes.
too. And you mentioned running a social media page.
Yes.
So, I've done that. I have done that in one of my past roles, and a lot of people don't realize that how much goes into running a social
Yes,
media page.
yes.
Getting the content and creating the content and
Yes.
getting the content out on time and make sure
Right.
that it's relevant and things. So,
Yes. And me and
so-
our director were just talking yesterday. It's hard to keep up with the trends. Nowadays, it's like by the time you catch on to a trend, you have to jump on it or it's almost too late.
Oh yes, I agree. I think
Oh.
TikTok is the one that really
Yes.
started those
Yes.
fast trends where it's like, okay, you jump on it now, or
For
you miss
sure.
the boat. So,
Yes.
And but social media is a way to get
It is.
out,
It
to the
is.
community with events and things that are going on.
Yes.
It's it's a tool that with every small business now, if you're not using it, you need to learn to use it.
Yes,
Right.
absolutely. It's so
Right.
important.
All right. So how long have you been with the Uptown Shelby Association?
Only since September of last year,
Oh,
so a
okay.
little less than 6 months.
All right, so not
Yes.
too long.
No.
then. Yeah, well,
No.
I've already seen you on the social media page and stuff too. I
Aw.
wasn't quite sure how long you had been there, so
Yes.
that's surprising to know that since September. Where do you come
Yeah.
to us from?
Yeah, so I worked for Cleveland County Government.
Mm-hmm.
I was their marketing and community engagement specialist, so that was even more of a
Longer,
mouthful.
yeah.
Yes, so I come from there. I was a part of the team that put on the Livermush Festival, did some social media things and all of that fun stuff, and then started with Uptown in September.
All right, so not new to the community engagement
No.
role then. That's something that you've done in the past.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
Is it something that you'd always grew up knowing that was what you wanted to do, or is this okay?
No, my background's in teaching.
Uh-huh.
So my major in college was elementary education. So this is very different, similar in some ways, but very different.
All right.
So it just kind of came almost out of nowhere, but I've loved it ever since. It's been a very good transition.
Okay. Is there any part that has been like the hardest for you as you transition out of teaching into community engagement? Or?
Yeah, probably the website side of things.
Okay.
That can be a little tricky, but I do really enjoy it. It allows me to be creative and all of that good stuff.
One thing about website information is just making sure that it's up to date with the way
Yes.
how fast we change and as many events that you all have going on
Yes.
and things. And I love to hear that you had already been a part of planning the Livermush Festival with your other
Yes.
position, because that is one of my favorite events.
Yes, we love the Livermush Festival. It brings a lot of people to Uptown and lots of good food, lots of good vendors, and it's just an exciting time.
Yeah, you're right about the good food. And
Yes.
I think at the last one, not only did I eat liver mush, I did
Of
eat
course.
some liver mush, but I also had some fried bologna.
Yes, there's a good variety. I think people go expecting just to have liver mush, but there's all kinds of good food.
Yeah, corn and
Yes.
it was just a lot of different options, and I certainly took advantage of
Yes, as you
getting
should.
to taste that. I think I even had a deviled egg with liver mush on top.
Oh my goodness.
So who thought that
You got
that would even be a
adventurous.
thing? So yeah, it was really good. Another part I like about that is not only do you have the vendors and things there, but it's also the dogs.
Yes,
that-
the Pet Festival.
yes.
Rollover does such a good job between the parade And the costume contest, I always love seeing all the costumes on all the different dogs.
Yeah.
And yeah, they do an excellent job.
Our community gets really creative too with
They
those
do.
costumes, and some dressed like they're
Yes.
and they do. They get really creative.
They
with
do.
that.
They do such a good job.
I love that you mentioned rollover, because I think a lot of what you do is, supporting the businesses in town. Is that right? Talk to me a little
Yes.
bit about that.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite parts of my job. Recently, one of the things I've liked to do at least once a week is going out to businesses and just taking pictures. So taking pictures of their products, taking pictures of people shopping, and then it keeps me in the know too about their different events, what they have. Even personally, when people ask, oh, I'm really wanting to find something like this, where should I go? I can say, oh, I just found that at Workshop Vintage the other day, go before it's gone. It just keeps me in the know of all the things going on in Uptown.
A lot of new places uptown. Sometimes it's hard for me to keep up.
I know. Yes, lots of exciting things. Box Turtle Books just opened. I saw that you have Caitlin on.
Yeah, Caitlin. And Caitlin was in this role prior to you, right?
Yes.
Okay, good.
Yeah, so she has done such a good job. It's beautiful in there.
It is. We were talking with Caitlin was just on the show last month, so we're well into March now, but on the show last month, and just talking about the decor in there. I love that pink and the orange that's going on. So it's good to hear that the store's doing well, the bookstore's doing well.
Yes, and I love that she has not just books. Like she has all the accessories, the hats, the cups, the cards. Like it is the perfect place to find a gift, even for people that aren't readers.
Yeah.
So it's very exciting.
Speaking of cards, I follow you all on social media,
Yeah.
so you're getting a follow, which is, a lot of people don't talk
yeah.
about. You've got to get the followers as well,
Yes.
but I've noticed that you are doing the love letters.
Yes.
Talk to me a little bit about that.
Yes, I was so excited for that. So we have our Love Letters to Uptown mailbox, and it travels every Tuesday and Thursday. So it's been throughout the month of February. And so the day before we post a clue, we post 3 clues about where it's going, and people will comment and message us guessing. Then we post where it is, and then people go, and we have the stationery and everything already set up, and they can write love notes to their favorite Uptown businesses, and they leave it in the mailbox. And then my personal favorite part has been collecting them. I put them in the envelope and seal them and address them, and then I go and deliver them. And so the
Oh, what a
business
wonderful
owners
idea.
have loved it. We'll have to do something like it in the next season because they have really enjoyed it.
What a wonderful idea, too. I'm sure that went well in February. And
Yes.
so anything exciting coming up for this month, March or
Yeah,
April?
for March. So we're still in our busy admin season. So we're still recouping from the Christmas
Okay.
season.
I know how that goes.
Yes, yes, we're looking back at the parade and the market, how everything went, and reevaluating, making plans for this year. So we're already thinking Christmas, which seems crazy, but you have to. And then we're prepping for our big fundraiser, Seeds. It was Seeds in Season, but this year it's going to be Seeds Under the Stars. And that's actually in May this year. It's normally in the fall, but we've switched it to spring this year.
Okay.
Yes.
I know a friend of mine had invited me to the Seeds in the fall, and I wasn't available to go at that time. So knowing that it's coming up again really soon. And if I remember correctly, is that at where the farmer's market is?
It was previously.
Okay. All right.
So this year it's actually at the Banker's House.
Oh,
So we're super excited. We're going to have, the plan is, weather permitting, to have dinner on the lawn. So Seeds Under the Stars, have a locally grown and prepared meal by local chefs under the stars together. And it's just going to be a great time. More information is actually, by the time this comes out, tickets will be available. So they'll be able to find them on our website and more information. It's just super exciting.
Okay, so you all have a website.
Yes.
And that you're keeping up.
Yes. Yes.
So getting all that information
Yes.
is certainly going to be on you,
Yes,
Taylor. Yeah.
yes.
But you also have a newsletter.
Yes, we do.
Okay.
The Uptown Insider. Yes, so it goes out the first Tuesday of every month, and then people can subscribe just by going to the bottom of our webpage. All we ask is for their email address. They don't have to set up an account, no personal information, and they can subscribe, and we just send it out. It's all the events going on in Uptown.
So that's uptownshelby.com.
Yes.
And then we scroll to the bottom.
Yep.
and you can click there to subscribe to the
Yes.
newsletter. And when
Yeah.
you subscribe, then it'll just send
It'll
you
automatically
an
send it to you each
email.
month.
Oh, that's a great reminder.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
So,
And that's another one of my favorite things is being able to promote all of the things happening because we don't have as many events ourselves in the spring, but businesses do. There's always live music, there's always poetry and spoken word and wine tastings and coffee demonstrations and all kinds of things that we're able to promote through our newsletter and of course social media and all that too.
yeah. And you talked about having to go ahead and start planning for Christmas. And
Yes.
I'm sure the small businesses are too. Recently we had Angie Brook Boutique on. And,
Yes.
I'm sure that ordering and the placing for that for Christmas is already going on.
Yes.
Just having to be
Yes.
up with the trends and get those orders in so that you have that stuff
Yes.
in. Yeah.
It's here before we know it. It really does sneak up on us.
So you got to tell me,
Okay.
if you were going to spend the day
Okay.
in Uptown Shelby,
Yes.
where are you going to start?
Oh goodness. Well, I've got to start with caffeine.
Okay.
I have to have a coffee.
I'm with you on that.
100%. My new thing has been matcha.
Okay.
Had never
Yeah.
really tried matcha before. Tried one at Hive this past week. Fell in love. Makes me feel a little better. There's a little less caffeine. So might start with a matcha or a latte. And then I have to shop.
Yeah.
I have to.
Yes.
We just finished remodeling our living room, and so I have spent an embarrassing amount of time at Workshop Vintage Market, at the Antique Market, at Vintage Home, at Greenbrook, trying to find all the neat little knickknacks to go in our living room. So that's a must.
Yeah.
And then you have to find lunch.
Oh yeah. Gotta grab some food.
We have so many good options, whether you're craving Italian or breakfast for lunch or pizza. So I have to grab a bite to eat, and then I'm probably treating myself to some ice cream at Uptown Sweets and Treats.
Oh yes, I do like their ice cream.
Yes.
Do they still have the popcorn too? The different flavors of popcorn.
Yes.
I love going in there and getting that popcorn. Those bags make great gifts
They
too.
do,
Like if you just want to
yes.
get something for somebody,
Yes.
just a pop in,
Yeah.
and kind of leave something for someone. That popcorn makes a great gift, and it's
Yes.
packaged so nicely and
I
things.
know, and they had some neat Valentine's Day ones too this month.
Oh,
so they had the
I did-
popcorns, and then they have the fudge and the cookies, and yeah, they have all kinds of yummy stuff in there now.
And I have met Carly with the Uptown Shelby Association
Yes.
before. Now, is it just you two there?
We're the only full-time, and then we have 2 part-time employees. So we have our office manager and our bookkeeper, and then technically not employees, but we have a wonderful board too.
Oh, that's
Yes.
excellent. That's nice to have a great board that supports.
Yes.
We have that at CCC, wonderful board
awesome.
that, supports
Yes.
what we do and makes it possible to
Yes.
do all the things. So it really
Yes.
makes working somewhere tremendous difference.
It does.
Uh-huh.
It does. And they have so many neat ideas,
Yeah.
whether it's events or social media or it's,
Well, I
it's
was
great.
going to ask now, with being the community engagement, do you have to come up with all those ideas as well?
Sometimes, yeah, I'm very grateful to have a director that is as creative as I am. So we bounce ideas off each other all the time.
That's good.
One of our board members is actually a videographer, G7 Media.
Oh,
And
yes,
so I was
very
able to meet with
familiar.
him yesterday. We're about to start an interview series.
Okay.
So I was like, Henry, tell me all the details. Like,
Oh,
what do I
good.
need to know? What kind of mics do we need? What kind of this? So we have a great support system to bounce ideas off of. So it's not solely on me, but
Okay,
we have a good little
excellent.
team.
All right. Well, Taylor, we're going to go to break.
Okay.
Don't go too far. When we get back, I want to hear more about this interview series that's going to be going on. But we'll be right back.
She gets her hair from her mom, her eyes from her dad, and her drugs from her home medicine cabinet. Fact: more people die from drug overdoses than from car crashes or gun violence. And over 50% of those deaths are from prescription drugs. Prescription drug abuse is preventable. 1. Secure and take regular inventory of our medications. 2. Dispose of unused or expired medications. 3. Share this message with others. Be aware, don't share, lock your meds.
Education is our most powerful tool to improve and change our world. Hi, I'm Rhonda Benfield, your host for School Matters. Join me for a new program every other week with information from and about the students and staff of Cleveland County Schools. Discover what our schools are doing to challenge students and help them reach their full potential. You can catch us on Spectrum Cable Channel 19 or stream us live on c19.tv.
Looking for a smarter start to your future? Welcome to Cleveland Community College, where big dreams begin close to home. Whether you're launching a new career, transferring to a four-year university, or building skills to level up, Cleveland Community College gives you the power to go further without the big price tag. With small class sizes, real-world training, and programs in healthcare, advanced manufacturing, IT, and more. We're here to help you succeed from day one. Affordable, accredited, and all about you. Enroll today and take your next step at Cleveland Community College.
Hi, I'm Deb Harden, host of For Your Information. The goal of our show is to educate and entertain you about all things pets throughout Cleveland County. We have various guests joining me each month to talk about dogs, cats, pigs, whatever kind of pet you can think of. Also each month, we will be joined by some furry friends looking for their forever homes. For your information, each month, right here on C19 TV and online at www.c19.tv.
Welcome back to Talk of the Town. Before the break, we've been sitting here talking with Taylor Oxtovee from the Uptown Shelby Association, and Taylor was just about to clue us in on something that's coming up. So a little sneak peek into what's coming up. You've been working with Henry Gilmore from G7 Media. Okay, tell us a little bit about this.
Yeah, we're super excited. We're hoping to start an interview series. We're not hoping, we are going to start it. Interviewing business owners in Uptown. So it's going to be a Vogue style interview. So if you have ever seen the Vogue 73 questions, they go to Reese Witherspoon, to Taylor Swift, to all the different people's houses, and they walk around their house and just answer questions. So we're going to ask business owners about their business, but we're also going to ask silly questions like tacos or pizza, or are you a morning person or a night owl? Just give our audience the opportunity to get to know our local business owners better. So we're super excited about that.
What a great way to promote the local business owners. And I love that you all are using Henry Gilmore and his, small business here. And yeah, I love that, because that's what keeps us thriving as a community, is certainly relying on each other.
Absolutely.
So how do you connect with businesses and nonprofits and volunteers to help make, Uptown Shelby such a successful? How do you do that?
We could not do our events without sponsors, without volunteers, without the support of all of the local businesses. It's so important. So we always are looking for more volunteers, for more sponsors, all of that good stuff. Anybody can find information on our website.
Okay.
But we also love to partner with our local businesses and making sure that our events work for their schedule, making sure that they can stay open when we have events to bring them more business. We're really hoping this spring and even the fall, winter time to have more events for our businesses, whether that's a bar crawl, a hot chocolate crawl, an open house night, different things like that that aren't necessarily our event, but we're able to better support them and better drive business for them.
I love being able to spend my time right here in Shelby, to come uptown and to see the events and be a part of the events and just right down the road, not having to drive out of town. So the work that you're doing is really important in keeping us going and thriving and just keeping it fresh, like you said, just like working on that social media page, keeping it fresh and up to date and those new ideas that you have coming in. So with all those new ideas, I know you're a visionary person. What is your vision for the next year or two for Uptown Shelby?
My biggest thing is just I want our audience, I want locals, I want visitors to better know the people behind where they shop, behind the businesses that they visit, knowing what inspired them to start their business, how important it is to shop local and support these businesses. We've seen it in the winter months. Winter's slower. The winter weather didn't help much.
Oh, yeah. You're
But
right.
yes, being intentional this spring to shop local and encouraging people through the interview series, encouraging people to show their love through the love letters to Uptown. I'm really wanting to start a series called Rooted in Uptown, where we feature regular customers, the customers that visit Shelby Cafe every Thursday morning and have been for 15 plus years.
Right.
But also giving those customers a little bit of a spot, like, look at you supporting this business and keeping them alive and vibrant and new is really important to me.
Having those regular customers is very important.
Yes.
And I've been into Shelby Cafe, and
Yes.
you even see the plaques
Yes.
of individuals that were regular
Yeah.
customers there, and how neat that is to see. That was their seed, and
Yes.
they visit that pretty regularly.
Yeah.
I'm a routine person as
too.
well.
Yes.
So I don't get to go uptown for breakfast, but
Yeah.
I long for the day where
Yes.
I can be that person that goes
Yes.
into uptown and enjoys my coffee in the morning, and then the breakfast there in the morning,
Yes.
and it gets to stroll, because it's a great place to even get some steps in.
Yes, it is. Yes, especially as the weather starts to warm up a little bit, things start to bloom. It's the perfect place to walk around, pop into shops, have something to eat, grab something sweet. Yeah, it's perfect for that.
Yeah, you talk about things blooming, and even the landscaping in town is
Yes,
beautiful. and
yes.
everything is just so well kept.
It is. It is. They do such a good job. It is. It's a fun place to be.
Now, we'll go back. You talked about how important it is to have volunteers to
Yeah.
help, with some of these events
Absolutely.
and things. And if somebody wants to volunteer, what is the best way to connect with you to
Yeah.
make sure that they can, connect with you
Yeah.
and be at those events for?
The best way is they can always message us on social media. So we're not one of those accounts that you send us a message and never hear back. We check our messages every day. So they can always message us on Facebook or Instagram. They can send us an email. And then there's also an inquiry spot on our website under the volunteer tab. So there's plenty of ways that they
Okay.
can reach out.
And if I wanted to sponsor, an
Yeah.
upcoming event, is that the best way as well?
Yes,
Okay.
yes, that's perfect. And we're actually working now on uploading all of our sponsorship stuff to our website for Seeds in May.
When you say we, does that mean you?
Yes. No, I have a great support system. But yes, I'm going to upload those to the website that way. Not just the spring stuff, but also the Christmas, because it's never too early.
Now, we talked about your perfect day and how you
Yeah.
like to spend it uptown. But what about your favorite event? Yeah, you were
Oh.
born and raised here,
Yes.
so I know you've had the opportunity to go to a lot of events.
Yes.
And I had mentioned that I think the Livermush Festival is my favorite, but I might
don't
be
blame you
forgetting
there.
a few. But what is your favorite
Yeah.
event?
Personally, I love the Small Business Saturday pop-up market.
Okay.
And it's paired with our tree lighting. So it's kind of that all-in-one. It's super festive. It's in the evening, so all the lights are on the trees. This year we had a DJ, which was super fun. He had his 360 photo booth.
Okay.
But then all the kids were out dancing, and
I
the
love to
parents
dance.
were shopping, and we had live music at the tree, and Santa was at the Santa house, and it was just the perfect family-friendly event that anyone of any age could come to and find something to do.
Oh, I hate I
Yes.
missed that. I'm gonna have to make sure
You'll
I
have
have
to
that
come
on my
this year.
calendar.
Yes, it's so
for-
much fun.
I need to subscribe to your newsletter, and then I'll
Yeah.
be able to put those on my calendar.
There
It'd
you
be a great
go.
way to kind of keep up with now. Now, Taylor, were you out there dancing?
I wasn't. I was in the. We did make it a priority to go to the photo booth though. So me and Carly got a video in the photo booth, and then the rest was, the fun of coordinating the event and all of that good stuff. But no, it was such a good time, and it's so fun to see your vision come to life. Like we had planned it for. I say so long. I started in September, but it felt like a
Yeah.
really long time we devoted to it. And then showing up that day and setting up and just seeing it all happen was really magical.
Oh, that's excellent. And it
Yes.
reminded me, is that event usually falls on the Saturday. Is it right after Thanksgiving?
Right after Thanksgiving,
Okay.
so Small Business Saturday.
Small
Yes.
Business Saturday, right after
Yes.
Thanksgiving. I am going to have to make sure I may get up
So
there.
much fun. It's in the evening. It's a great time.
Okay. And we talked about seeds changing to the spring. So that's
Yes.
going to be at the Banker's House. Excited about that.
Super exciting.
What can we look forward to after that event?
Yeah. Well, there's a lot of exciting things in Uptown.
Mm-hmm.
There's always live music somewhere. You've got Dragonfly, you've got Stem Wine and Desserts.
Oh,
you've-
Stem Wine and Desserts. I haven't been there. Now, my
Oh, you
sister's been there,
have
and
to
I
go.
see they have the plates where you like dip it in chocolate.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah. Oh, it's so, and their cheesecake.
oh.
Yeah, sometimes we have to treat ourselves to a little afternoon treat, and
Uh-huh.
we have to go grab a slice of cheesecake and run back to the office.
And
They
you
have
said
such
they
good
have the
stuff.
live music there.
Yes, they actually have poetry, karaoke, and spoken word nights as well.
Oh, that's
Yes, they do
exciting.
that every week.
Uh-huh.
Yes, so they have a regular crowd that goes there.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of Angie Brook Boutique earlier, they have their spring fashion show coming up in March. There's actually going to be an Easter egg hunt on the Court Square in March as well.
Now, is that something we've done in the past on the Court Square?
I'm not sure. It's not actually an Uptown Shelby event. I think a realty company actually puts it on.
Okay.
I want to say it's newer, but I'm super excited. I have to get out there and get some pictures because it's going to be great.
Yeah. I like you talked about the lights at Christmas, and it's just so nice to just be out there and see the lights.
is.
And just a warm, cozy hometown
Yes.
feeling.
It is, and it's so cliche, but I always say around that Christmas time, it's just magical. It
Yeah,
is
it is.
seriously magical to have the lights on, to pop into shops, to get a hot chocolate, to walk around the Court Square. Like, it is a hallmark moment.
Yes, yeah, it is. And now we can visit the bookstore
Yes,
and grab
yes.
the coffee and go into
All
the
the things.
bookstore.
Yes.
Or it's the matcha now. Right?
Yes.
The matcha.
Oh,
Okay.
I'm
Yeah.
on a matcha kick.
All
Yeah.
right, all right. And that's from Hive.
That's
right?
from
You catch
Hive,
that from
yes,
I was
yes.
recently over right beside Hive at the Tea's Tiny Cafe. I took my husband for first time. I didn't realize that, but we had
Aw.
lunch out there just recently. So, and he was like, "Why haven't you taken me here before?"
Yeah.
And he took part in the big baked potatoes there.
Yes.
So,
So good.
yeah, it was for quite feeling. Well, Taylor,
Yeah.
I've enjoyed sitting here
I've
chit
so
chatting with you and
enjoyed
hearing
it.
about the upcoming events, and we're
Yes.
excited about seeing Seeds again and being able to have that at the Banker's House, and we look forward to seeing that. And
we're so
for
excited.
anybody that wants to hear more about events and stay up to date, they can
Yes.
follow you on the social media
Absolutely.
page. Visit the website, or even scroll down to the bottom of that website and
Yes.
subscribe to the newsletter. right?
Absolutely.
All right. Well, thank you so much for coming
Thank
today. And thank
you.
you all at home for watching with us. We've enjoyed talking with Taylor today, and we hope that you can make it out to some of the events in Uptown. And if you have a story you'd like to see right here on C19, we'd love for you to email us at info@c19.tv and tell us about those events that you have coming up, or maybe some stories you'd like to see right here on Talk of the Town. I'm your host, Jamie Henderson, and we'll see you next week.